Cause we that front seven rush, yeah we that front seven rush, 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 front seven rush. What's front seven rush, front seven rush? Go get it, front seven rush, 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 front seven rush. It's time to make these players recognize this our season, y'all. When they cross the line, off the top they hitting brick walls. We've been playing hard this whole game, but we bout to rush. Now it should be about that time to second guess the beating us. Front seven, that's a fact, and we ain't giving you slack. Beating on my chest after knocking down your quarterback. You ain't know, you're playing with some real defenders. Form tight, stance right, organized killers. All defense all the time, we don't finish last. When it's said and done, you'll hear it on the podcast. Front seven rush, they'll have a lot to say. It was fun, but we got more games to play.
Conquerors, Warriors, welcome into another edition of the Front Seven Rush Show. I'm your man, Vince Ingram. I'm a superstar, superfly producer, big time Bijan Kelly.
Whoa. Can you hear me?
What's up, man?
Hey.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm glad you can hear me because I know last time we had a little glitch. So I was, I'm feeling real good. You heard the vocals?
I hear it, man. I hear you sound upbeat.
Whoa.
Sound like you're ready to go. Yeah. I mean, lighting is good, voice is good, all that.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hey
Uh,
man, look at you with the American pride going on. I saw that head turban wrap dang swag you got going on there.
yeah, man. Yeah, how about you like that?
I do. I never knew that was your style. Never knew.
I mean,
No,
I like to switch it up, man.
you do. You do.
From time to time, man. I don't never want to seem, like you got me figured out. You know,
Yeah, no, no, no.
we're,
I've
we're
seen you in the dad hats and the fedoras and this turban swag, man. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. You
That's
got
yeah.
you got to keep them guessing, man. What is this dude really about? You know what I mean? And
Hey,
man,
honest, man. That's keep going on that. Keep going on that.
bro, it's just all about being comfortable with yourself, man. You can. It's not the clothes that make the person; it's the person that make the clothes. You know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah, that's the real right there. So whatever you decide you want to do that day. I mean, long you in it, you can pull it off, no matter what it is.
Huh, I feel you. Yeah, I'm getting into myself though with that, cause I would never rock that, but it does look good, you know.
Yeah,
I would have double thought, triple thought, thought four times before putting a turban or head wrap or something on my head because I'd be like, what if people think this, or what if it don't look like this? But it really goes nice. It blends. It blends.
man, you just wake up, man, and you just know whatever you do that day is gonna be awesome, man. You
Hmm.
don't, and I mean, of course, you don't care nothing about what everybody else think. I'm pretty
I
sure there's
don't.
gonna be some haters out there be like,
You
what
do.
da, da, da. Yeah, who cares, man? Who gives a You know what I mean? Nobody cares.
Must
I
be
don't. No
nice.
way.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
God.
You don't want to wake up with
Golly.
the same routine. You know, most people, man, they get up in the morning, they do the same thing every morning, all the
Mm-hmm.
way up until they have to do something different. But for the most part, you get up, you get out of bed the same way. You go to the restroom, you go downstairs, you get coffee, you
Shoot, it
walk out
might be a
the
good
door,
routine.
you drive to work. You don't want to get stuck in a routine, man. It, it,
It
it,
might be a good routine. I mean, I
it,
get it. You don't want to step in, if your routine is stepping in and dog ish every morning. Yeah, probably not, and bumping your head as soon as you get out of bed. But if you got a pretty nice routine, waking up next to, I don't know, a model, brushing your teeth with gold toothpaste, getting into a Lamborghini that you're not driving,
I mean, you the next day you may want to brush your teeth with platinum toothpaste. Get in a Bentley you're not driving. So
you're
you
right.
got to be able to switch your game up, man. You don't never want to stay the same, bro. You don't want nobody to be like, this dude's so
Right.
routine. I know exactly what he's gonna do
Yeah,
day by day, minute by hour, minute by minute. You don't want to be
yeah.
that guy. You know what I mean?
Definitely, definitely learn and go different routes. Yeah, take some different routes to work.
Take
Yeah,
some different
I
routes,
don't
man.
got the options between platinum and gold toothpaste, but I could take a different route to work.
Yeah,
I could do that.
yeah. Get out of bed. Who knows, man? Go get your coffee before you go to the bathroom. Well, just switch it up sometime. You know what I mean? Brush your teeth before you use the bathroom. Don't let that be the same thing every morning. You do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hey, that's strong.
Think
Okay,
about it. Think
add a
about
little spice to your life. Different perspective. Uh,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I actually like you ever get that feeling when you wake up in a new place, like whether it's a hotel or whether you just recently moved and you
Mm-hmm.
and you wake up for the first time and you're like and it's just, let's say you're used to waking up in the same spot for a whole, 3 years and then all of a sudden you're like, man, ooh, you wake up and it's just I don't know, how do you describe that feeling? If you know what I mean. When you
Well, it
wake
depends
up.
on where you wake up at. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
well, pleasant. It's a pleasant, place, but you know that feeling I'm talking about where you're so used to waking up in one place and then one day, knowingly, not unconsciously, you wake
Mm.
up in a different place and it's that feeling you get of like I don't know, it's not adventure. I can't describe it. It's just it's like you get a little shock for a
Mm.
second. You know what I mean? You get a little shock, like, because you expected to just see all the normal stuff, the same walls, same windows, same doors.
Right, right.
But that different perspective, it's like I don't know, it's a boost.
Wouldn't that be a boring way to live if you just same routine?
Man, yeah.
I mean, you just what you just going through the motions and then you die. I know I
Yeah.
sound pretty, you know what I mean, pretty aggressive
Yeah.
with it, but
No, you're right.
I think it's just exciting, man. When people try to lose weight and you
Hmm.
really trying to lose weight, you know what actually helps you lose weight is when you shock your heart. You know what I'm saying? That speeds
What do
your
you mean by shock
metabolism
your
up.
heart?
Like if you run on a treadmill,
Yeah.
let's say you run on a treadmill for 15 minutes
Uh-huh.
at the same pace, right?
Okay.
Your body adapts to that. So if you're in any kind of condition, at first when you start off, you'll be
Uh-huh.
breathing like this. But then
Right.
after about 7, 8, 10 minutes, your breathing will slow down
Uh-huh. You'll
and
get
you'll be
used
more
to.
steady. That means your body has adapted to what it's doing, right?
Right.
So
Right.
what you have to do is because now a lot of people don't realize when your body adapts to what you're doing. That's why it's always funny to me when I see people walking and they be talking on the phone and stuff
Hmm.
like that. They're not doing enough. So
Yeah.
you're not burning calories. You're
Way
not
too
burning.
laxed. Way too comfortable.
Yeah. You're
Not
just
shocking
really
their
not
heart.
you're just really taking a stroll. So
Yeah.
you have to do something like I was explaining. When you get on that treadmill and your body adapts to what you're doing,
Yeah.
you have to do something. You got to start inclining, you got to speed up, you got to do something
Hmm.
where your body be like, damn. And then
Okay.
your
I,
breathing will pick back up.
I
But
got
you
a
make
business
sure.
proposal for you. Check it
Okay.
out. All right, look. We take some overweight people, okay? We create this workout regimen for them, right? We put them on treadmills, we put them on ellipticals, whatever it is we got them doing, some type of cardio. But then we have a collaboration with the punked team, okay? And they come out and they scare them randomly, and it's just random parts of their workout. And we shock their heart, and they lose the most weight out of it'll be fantastic. It'll be wonderful. It'll be the best. It'll be the best workout plan in the nation.
Nah,
What do
you
you
trying
think?
to get somebody a heart attack,
But they'll lose 50 pounds on that heart
man.
attack.
Oh, what's up, Bodine? What's up, Sam? What's up, fellas? What's happening?
Yo, what's up, everybody?
How's everybody doing, man?
Come in, come in.
I don't know
Welcome
how
to the
many we
show.
got in, man. While we're waiting on people to come in, man, I want to congratulate. You know, I'm a huge, like everybody know, I'm a huge sports guy. So I watch track and everything. I remember I told you I was telling you. And
Oh,
the USA team, man, did a great job, man. A great
cool.
job. And it ended this weekend. USA women's and USA men. I want to
Who in
congratulate
particular?
the USA women's on the 4x4 meter relay. They won that. Also, they won the 4x1 meter relay. The
Hold on,
women,
hold on, hold
USA
on.
women.
I'm sorry, you gotta break this down for me. What the heck is a 4x4 versus a 4x1 relay?
4x4 is when you have 4 relay participants
Hmm.
passing the baton. The 4x4, each one of them run an entire lap around the track.
Oh, I've
Right.
never seen that one.
So they won that, and then they won where they just run 100 meters. The 4x1 is when each one run 100 meters.
And they're
And
going against like Jamaica and like
Jamaica, Great Britain, Canada, Korea,
we smoked them.
Japan. Yeah, yeah. Our women, man, and
Yeah.
our women wasn't even picked to win the 4x1 because the Jamaican ladies, they got the 3 fastest women in the world
Um.
right now.
Yeah, but
But
we got the 4x4 though, so that's the
no,
difference
we
there.
won the 4x1 as well. We
Oh,
won
oh,
both
we
of them.
did. Oh,
Yeah, man, those
oh,
ladies did exceptional, man.
we weren't
I'm proud
supposed
of
to
them.
win the 4x1. Is that what
Nah,
you're saying?
we weren't supposed to win the 4x1. The Jamaican ladies were
Dang,
supposed to win the
smoke.
4x1.
Take
But
that, man. Take that. You can't run, man. You can't
come on with the talk,
be.
dog. Come on with the talk.
You got
But they did exceptional, man. All the ladies did great, man. The Jamaican ladies got silver, and I mean they just did awesome, man. And I think it was I love it, man. Our men they won the 4x4,
okay,
and
but you know,
our men was picked to win the 4x1, and they actually got silver. They came in second, and
okay, all right. Well, hey,
yeah,
that's
but they was picked to win the 4x1. I know they disappointed, but hey man, y'all did a great job anyway. The 4x1, 4x4 was great. I mean, they did
can't
an
lie.
excellent job on that, man.
Can't
And
lie. I mean, I just said, yeah, because I was just trying to be positive, but no one wants to come in second. Come on, men's team.
now when you pick the win,
Exactly. The
I
women's team,
mean,
man,
yeah, yeah,
smoked.
yeah,
Smoked. Hey,
yeah. Our
hey,
ladies did great, man. Did
hey.
great. Did
If that
great.
was a nah, I'm not famous enough to make that joke. Never mind.
Yeah. So Tiff says, so they'll go in cardiac arrest. They'll go in cardiac arrest if they do what BJ said. You want to bring somebody in the skirm.
Look, and then they,
Yeah,
they
that's
they
not
speed
gonna
up a
work,
little
man.
bit. They lose like an extra pound that day.
Yeah, BJ. Sam said not too smart, BJ. You want to rethink that. Tiff said the men could have won, but them hands off was yeah, them handoffs they was very ragged, especially
Mhm.
the third to the ankle leg. It
Yeah.
was trash, man. It was trash,
Huh.
and it's because of that they didn't win. Our first leg,
Don't
second
they
leg, third leg,
practice? Like
they
you're a
do.
relay race runner, so how do you not get the handoff right?
BJ, man, you would be amazed, man. You'd be amazed. I mean, those guys be running so fast, man. You got to get your steps down. You got to leave in time. I mean,
I
they
mean, but no, we can't give them no excuse. You can't get the handoff right. Look, you're an athlete. You've been in track probably, huh? Right? When you were younger?
mm-mm.
No? Oh, well,
Not
I
like with them
was.
guys. Not like those guys. No,
But no, no,
nowhere
no,
near it.
not like those guys. Whatever. But
I
you've
mean,
been
no,
in track before.
we had some back when I was in school, man. We had some fast guys, man. We had some fast guys. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
But it's
I
something
was
you
just,
practice. You know from football, you know from athletics, you know from sports. It's something when you are like I did the hurdles. We practice. Swing the leg, get as low
yeah,
as possible over it. Okay.
yeah,
If you come down to the track meet and that leg hits the hurdle,
right.
what what you practice it all the time. What are you doing? And that I'm gonna be honest. That's harder than passing off a freaking baton. You practice that and you get your steps right. Come on,
Bruh.
what? Come
No,
on.
man. I gotta give them a pass, man. It's
Nah, I'm
harder
not
than
giving
what
no
you think.
pass.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
giving no
harder than
pass.
what you think, man. And those hurdles
No,
are. You're right. You practice that hell. I mean, it's simple when you out there on the track and ain't nobody and you ain't got 60,000 people watching you. Oh, it's. I mean, yeah, you can. But man, when you on that track, man, and you got these guys on the left and the right of you, and they running top speed, and you trying to get your steps right and that handoff right, man, it can be a mess,
they're
man.
not
And if you
focused. Kick them off the team. They're not focused. They can't compete under pressure. Kick them off the team. They're not focused. I'm saying.
you gonna get a lot of hate mail for this one.
I'm saying
You
kick
gonna
them
get a
off.
lot of hate mail.
Whoever fumbled and got a second, because I know there's probably at least one of those dudes was the worst handoff. Kick him off. Kick him off.
Yeah, it was third to ankle, man.
Don't need him. Don't need
And
him.
and, and my man,
Don't need him.
he couldn't get him, man. He couldn't pick up the guy. He was trying, but he couldn't get him. But anyway, congratulations, guys. The USA men and women got the most gold medals out of everybody. So man, they had a spectacular weekend, man. It was awesome. I love it, man. I love track and field. I love it, man. I love it.
Hey,
Uh,
me too. But I still haven't watched it. Like that's the one sport that I think I would actually watch.
yeah,
In
man.
my in my adult life. So I
You
think
should
I
go
need to
back and check it out. Go
I
back.
need
You
to get
like
on that
it, man.
train. Need to do
You
that.
like it. Cindy McLaughlin, 400 meter. Um, sprinter, man, 22 years old. She broke the world record, bro.
Woo, whoa, what?
50.6, man. This girl was flying, man. This
American?
girl, yeah, USA, man. Yeah, awesome, man.
USA. USA. You
Yeah,
said 50.6,
50
400
point,
meters.
man, in the quarter, in the 400 meters. Noah Lyles is another one, man. He broke Michael Johnson's record that's been held 26 years, 19.31. That's amazing, man. That type of stuff. I mean, that just baffles me because
Wait,
that's superhuman
19.31 and what?
in the 200 meters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. And he beat what record?
Michael Johnson had held the record for 26 years. Nobody has broken in 26 years. And this
What
boy,
was the record?
19.32.
No. What was the one that he beat?
19.32.
Wait, 19.32 was the new one, but what was the old one?
19.32 was the old one. Now he went 19.31.
Oh, dang. By
Yeah,
just a bit.
just a bit, man.
26, 20 something years?
26 years.
Dang.
26 years. Yeah. It
Took
was
that
awesome,
long for
man.
somebody to beat that.
Huh?
Worldwide? That they took that long worldwide for someone to beat
Yeah.
200 meter? Ooh.
BJ, that's world class. Them guys, that's smoking, man. Do you know how fast that is? That's crazy, man.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it
I
took
can't really
somebody.
imagine.
But I mean, that wasn't a world record. Usain Bolt has the world record.
Oh, so that was like national record or something?
That was I think it was the American record, the
Okay,
fastest
okay.
American. Usain Bolt holds the world record. I think he went 19.19 or something crazy like
I
that.
was I was about to say something like 12 seconds. That dude's a
No,
robot.
no, 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 no. 19.19, man. He's just I mean, that guy's yeah, he's unexplainable. Usain Bolt. He's
You
unexplainable.
know, and I think I've heard this before, or I could just be making this up, but don't these guys usually like that's not actually their fastest time? That was just the fastest recorded, like tracked like time professionally. Because typically when they're like practicing and stuff, like they could oftentimes, or not often, but like quite a few times they run faster than that.
No,
Like
no,
what? Yeah,
no.
you get what I'm saying, right?
I get what you're
They
saying.
they're practicing, they're training, and they.
You're not running that fast in practice. No,
Hmm.
no. You're
So
not
so I
running that
made
fast
that
in
up.
practice.
Okay, I
Yeah,
made that
yeah,
up. I was
yeah.
really hoping that was a thing. Like, well, I mean, it
No,
wasn't
no, 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 no,
recorded,
no, no,
but
no,
one
no.
time Usain ran
No,
18.9.
no.
It
You
just, it
saying never
just.
ran that fast in his life, man. That 19.19 is it. Yeah.
Man,
Tip said the men could have won, but them handoffs was raggedy, which caused them to get second to Canada. Exactly, exactly. Tip was watching it. Bosh, I appreciate that, my little baby sister, man. She said she loved the red front seven rush shirt. Yeah, y'all can go to front
it's
seven rush,
sweet.
man. Merchandise, and they still there. You
It's
know,
so good.
place your order. We still got great gear. I'm telling you, sleeping on our gear, man. Our gear is stylish.
Don't
Is the
sleep on it.
material is hot, is sexy. I mean, come on now. You may not look as good as me in it, but come on, you. But anyway,
The shirt
that's
looks
another story.
good. The shirt looks
The
good.
shirt looks good though, man, and you can pull it off with anything. So yeah, y'all shop with us. Front Seven Rush merchandise. Go check it out. Um, what's up, the lovely Tiff said. It happens to the best of them on the handoffs all the time. Bostry, my little baby sister say, BJ easier said than done, because my nephew's a big time track guy. So she was front row seat with major track,
Yeah.
for the last 10 years.
I'm hard on the relay guys. Nah, eh,
But
I'm
BJ
hard
don't know
on
what
them.
he talking about. He don't know what he
I'm
talking
hard on
about.
the relay guys. I mean, I got some track and field experience, and I'm hard on those guys. Everything else, I'm like, okay, but come on, man, relay. Just you practice the coordination all the time.
This guy
Pass it
here, man.
off.
This guy here saying, you checking this guy out, man. The
Man.
tips say they practice, but practice is different at the track because it's clock and people pushing it, not just clock. So if you coming in extra fast and next person don't get out, yeah, it's all about that. Especially Tip when you got guys that fast. When you got world class, the fastest guys in the world, and you got to get out of there so these guys don't run up on you, and you got to get that stick before you reach the tape. That ain't easy, man. They got to work on that. The lovely, I appreciate the lovely. Said she loved the turtle. Appreciate it.
They put them in that order for a reason, and they practiced and practiced and practiced. So unless they made a random switch up at the last moment,
right,
which would be dumb, then
no, they didn't. These are what, but when they do the preliminaries, those aren't the same guys who run the finals, because the guys who run the finals are actually running other races. So to qualify, they just use kind of fill-in guys. And then when they come to the finals, these guys don't practice.
Oh, so this isn't the same team. It's not like, oh, this is the relay team. These are guys.
You use your fastest guys when you get to the finals. Those are your fastest guys. So
but you do have your people that you're like, these guys are gonna run relay and everybody else isn't.
Well, I mean, for the most part, the guy who runs the 100 typically is on the relay. The guy who wins the 200, or one of the whomever is the fastest USA guy to win the 200, he's typically on the relay. Yeah. So, but those guys they don't run the preliminaries. They use other guys.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, I mean, hey, I might be overreaching here, but if I was a track coach and you're running the 100 and I got you, on the list for relay, look, when you do your 100, there's gonna be someone at the end of the 100, and you're gonna pass something off to him while you're practicing your.
Let's move on.
You're gonna do both. I'm Joe Jackson in you.
This for you, man. So BJ, how did you fare in your hurdle races? That's for you.
I think I did pretty good. I forget. I back then I jumped a lot higher than I was supposed to. I mean, not that I was out there looking crazy, but they nicknamed me Mario for a reason. So, yeah. But, I mean, I don't think I was, I don't know. I didn't really do it for too long. I know that I was just in track. I don't know.
What did you run? Did you run the 400? Did you run 300 meter hurdles, or you ran the 110 meter hurdles?
400 meter hurdle.
You ran a 400 meter hurdle all the way around track.
No, wait, that's 100. I'm sorry.
Did you run all the way around track, or did you just run?
No, 100. It was 100. It was 100.
Okay, so you ran 110 meter hurdles.
Oh, that's what it is. 110.
110, yeah.
Yeah. It was 100. It was 100. Yeah.
What Stampede said? Oh yeah.
What do you say?
All the commentators.
Oh yeah, all the commentators talk about. All the commentators talk about is Abby Steiner. She has been compared. She's been compared to Allison Felix for her versatility. I've even heard some compare her to FloJo. Is that a realistic comparison to either of those legends?
I mean, Abby Steiner is the golden girl, man. You don't find too many white girls. And Pete, you know this, man. Let's be honest. Abby Steiner is a young white lady she went to college in Kentucky. Super fast, man. I love Abby Steiner. I think she's awesome, but he's right. A lot of the commentators, they talk a lot about Abby Steiner. Mm-hmm.
You think it's hype?
Huh?
You think it's hype?
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know if you know this, Pete, but she just signed with Puma a couple of weeks ago. And they was talking about how she didn't deserve it, and she got like a $1.5 million contract.
Why wouldn't she deserve it? She's an athlete.
She deserves everything she get, man. She's doing what she do, and I mean, I think Abby Steiner is great, man. I think she's had a great collegiate career. She was actually on the USA team's 4x4 and they 4x1. So she won gold in both of those.
Dang.
Yeah, she won. she held her own, man. She didn't embarrass the team. She held her own. So
So so I like what you said there. You let two things be true. Like one, you said okay, you don't think it's a realistic comparison to compare it to those legends, but at the same time, you said she deserves everything that she's gotten,
yeah,
like with the Puma deal and everything. I like that. It's like two things can be true. It's like one, okay, she may not be as good as those legends, but
right.
two, I mean, she's still performing very well, right? Like you're
Very well.
saying, and she deserves that Puma deal. Okay, I
Yeah,
like that.
you can't compare any lady to FloJo. FloJo Florence Griffin Joyner. She's passed away now, but I mean, you know, other than Mommy Rocky, which is the Jamaican Shelly Ann Price girl, that's about all. Because she's won like 5 or 6 chips, man. But other than that, nobody
You
can
like
compare to
Mommy
FloJo.
Rocket.
I mean, she's tough, man. She wins every year. What can you say? I mean, she's awesome. I like giving credit where it's due, man. And I think running is when you have somebody with world class speed like that, man. Everybody's not blessed with that. So when you have those few people that is blessed with that, man, I think it's amazing. I think it's
Okay.
amazing. So Sammy said, fifth, second, fifth, first, second, fifth, or last, BJ. Give him
I
something, man.
don't remember. It was a long time ago. So
It
I
was last.
probably
It was last,
I
son.
wasn't last. I know I wasn't last, but if I think I
Oh,
would
you know
remember
you
if I
weren't
was
last.
first.
You know you weren't last.
I know I wasn't last, but I think I would remember if I was first. So I don't think I
Uh,
was first,
oh,
but
so
I
he
definitely
don't
wasn't
remember he
last.
was last, B, but he don't think he was last, but he know he wasn't first.
I know I wasn't first. I don't think I was. No. I know I wasn't last. I don't think I was first.
I, I mean, he sound like he rapping, man. He finna freestyle. You know what I
Check it. I know I wasn't last. I don't think I was first.
mean?
I did the hurdles and I wasn't the worst. Look, my bubble ain't burst. Yeah,
Hey man,
some.
so Tiff say, yeah, Tiff, US, and Jamaican hasn't been much since Usain Bolt. Exactly, yeah. Since Usain Bolt, Asafa Powell, Usain,
Ooh, a sapabala. You
yeah,
started
Asafa
speaking
Powell,
Hakuna Matata. You
uh,
started singing the lyrics to,
uh,
to the.
Johan Blake. Hey man,
Yeah.
these Jamaican guys was amazing, dude. I mean, I guess you see, I'm a fan. I know these guys by
Oh
name.
yeah, you're a fan. You said
Um,
Usain Bolt and who else?
Asafa Powell,
Bless you.
uh, uh, Johan Blake.
Okay.
All these Jamaican guys. It was just amazing, man. Uh, so Pete said, Vince, don't you have a nephew that's one heck of a sprinter? Yeah, I mean he's not sprinting anymore.
Hmm.
Caleb McMillan, he was. I mean, he's fastest in East Texas at one point. I mean,
What kind of
and would go
celebrity
to
nephews do you have?
Dallas, man, and just blow these guys out the water. And he went off to college, man, and it, just didn't work. I had a couple of nagging injuries and stuff like that, so he's trying to get it together. But yeah, but watch his brother, my other nephew. He's just right behind him. He's just as potent, and I mean he was sixth grade, seventh grade. He runs with high school kids and blowing them out the water, man.
I'm not gonna lie. You know, as small as I thought Tyler was, and as it may be, y'all really do got a lot of firepower that comes out of that small city. Y'all really do got
Yeah, I mean we
a lot
bleed
of talent.
athletes, man. I don't know what I don't know if it's the water, the food, but man, we have a
Yeah,
lot of athletes come out of that area, man. A lot of
man.
athletes, man, and it's so competitive down there. It's much more competitive where I grew up at than it is in Houston, and I can say that because I've been in Houston and seen the talent. I've
Right.
been in Dallas and seen the talent. It's a lot of talent come out of Dallas, but it's a lot of talent that come out of Tyler, man. Just
Ooh,
corn bread,
a lot.
bread,
A lot more than
skills, man.
should from a, I mean, look, Dallas big city, Houston big city. Tyler, you could probably walk from one side to the other in like an hour. But I'm just saying, like, okay, maybe
Use
not
up
an hour,
dog.
but I'm saying, like, way more talent than you would think should come out of a small town, small city like that.
Yeah. And so many of them fall by the wayside because it's so much talent. It's so much talent. Yeah.
There's enough talent for them to get pushed under other talent
I
from the same
mean,
city.
we would actually go. My nephew's group would go to Dallas, man, and just win the track meet.
Easy.
Yeah.
They go to
Just win the
Dallas, they're like,
track
we're
meet.
coming back with a win.
Yeah.
You
They
already
didn't
know.
want to see Tyler coming through the door, baby. They didn't want to see us coming through. Oh, man, come to cat from Tyler, man. These guys here, man. What they putting in the water down there for these cats. So Sammy
mine's
say,
good.
so BJ, you say you ran her. Sammy on you, dog.
Ah,
How many wins did you have? Sam, he can't remember, man. If you don't win every race, then it's safe to say that you messed up somehow, right?
I only remember messing up once in a actual track meet, but now I will say I didn't win. I don't ever fall. I trip, but I don't fall, so I kept going. But and I wasn't last. And this is the thing, Sammy. I already said it. Hurdles. I'll give those guys credit if they mess up. You gotta pivot that leg. Okay, it's a lot of practice, but at the same time, you know, doing this versus switching that leg over. Look. This is the relay race. Look. You already know how to run. All you gotta do is this. Look. You put it in my hand. That's it. And they practice that. So look, I don't know what to say. They get the least sympathy from me when it comes down to messing up.
This dude, man. So Pete said the men didn't win the 4x1 because Curly was not in the final lineup due to injury. Nah, I don't think that was it. Curly would have. I don't think that was it. They would have still won, but it was a horrible exchange. Like Tiff said, if you go back and look at it, man, that exchange from third leg to ankle leg, Pete was horrible, man. It was horrible, man. They almost dropped the stick. They almost dropped the baton.
Awful. Kick him
off. Lee say, "Cuz lighten up on BJ." He may be. I don't know if he talking about me. He may be talking about Sam. Sam, lighten up on BJ, man. Bodine said, "BJ, did you place?" I don't even think. Did you place, BJ?
I don't remember. Probably not. If I don't remember. Look, the only trophy I remember ever getting in my life was a chess trophy. So I don't.
Okay.
Or a little. I think I might have gotten a little track thing. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
And perfect attendance, and a big plastic chess trophy that was taller than I was. But
yeah. So Tiff said on Abby Steiner, she's a replacement, but she did her thing. Yeah, I like Abby Steiner, and I commend her, man. She's been running a lot since college. Stampede says early in Steiner's career, she's a good athlete, but they generally do mature into championship from until they are about 26. Yeah, she's very young. She was in college last year, man. So she still got to get stronger. Because I mean, you look at her, man. You look at those Jamaican ladies. I mean, the muscle tone is just that you can't compare.
You know,
can tell.
I didn't even think about that, but I guess that makes sense. That 26 is, you know, you're getting kind of old for a football player who takes beatings, but for like someone that's less contact sport, no contact sport, actually, it actually makes sense that you'd be getting better and better. When 26 and up until like 30 and stuff. I never thought about that.
So Tiff say, Tiff Tyler Rays, man, we are the best of the East. Hold on, damn, I lost it. We are the best of the East. We had them coming out of high school every year. Yeah. Tiff said, lies you tell on walking from one side to another. Boy, you better watch your mouth, boy.
So you can't. Okay, can you drive from one side to the other in an hour? Because you could probably do that, huh? Yeah, you could do that. Okay, so
Sam said, BJ, you watch your mouth by my city, man.
Look, I already gave y'all props, but I had to go in again. Had to. Can't let
750 said
shorties
the Jamaican men have a new
get away.
crop of runners. They won't be relevant in the sprints for a while. I think each country has a talent dip after a group of great athletes retire. I think so too, Pete. I think in 5 years, Arian Knight will be the lone dominant sprinter. Yeah, Arian Knight is a 18-year-old kid from Tampa, Florida, man. That's amazing. That's all I can say about this kid. 18 years old from Tampa, Florida, man. This guy is amazing, man. Watch him, Arian Knight. This boy, if he keep his nose clean, and I don't see why he won't. He's amazing, man. He's gonna be something to watch.
All right.
Something to watch. So listen, man, let's move on. Keep it moving, man. So
Yeah,
BJ,
let's do it. Uh-oh.
I sent you a video, man. I sent you one today, but I sent you one this weekend. And I'd rather for you play a snippet of that, the one I sent you this weekend. What Bishop Jakes, TD Jakes is saying about man, when I tell you this video is getting a lot of buzz, man. It's getting a lot of buzz. This guy's having to come out and explain himself a little bit more, man. But I'm very I was listening to it, man. I was just like, woo wee, man. Now I want you to play the first one, not the second one, not the one, that I sent you today, but the one I sent you the other day.
Well, this is a fuller clip, but I can, I'm playing it as close as possible to, just that part that you want.
Okay.
You want us
Well,
to
let's just run it, man, and then we want to discuss it, man. I want to know what everybody thinks on this one.
Let's play it.
From women. Your self-esteem is compromised when you have to ask your wife for lunch money. I'm not saying you got to be rich. I'm not saying you got to be famous. I'm saying that you have got to be the one who pours in, not the one who takes out. When Adam started eating out of his wife's hand, sin came in because the divine order was broken. This breaks all sociological orders of the culture we're living in now.
I think he's getting to it.
Because we are raising up women to be men.
Right there.
And you are not applauded for your femininity. You are applauded in the contemporary society by how tough, rough, nasty, mean, aggressive, hateful, possessive you are, and you are climbing the corporate ladder, but we are losing our families. I know you can buy your own car. I know you can buy your own house. But until you create a need that I can pour into, I have no place in your life. So stop coming home bragging to me about how much you don't need me and wonder why I shy away.
That's deep, man. That's deep. That's deep. It's the
I don't think I've ever heard a preacher preach about that.
Hey, this because we're in a crisis, man. We are in a crisis, bro. We are in a crisis. I mean, and if you listen to the whole thing, and by all means, he's not just getting on the ladies, man. He's just not getting on the ladies. He's telling these guys, man, you need to step up to the plate and do better than what you're doing. But he's also saying, you guys like to feel needed, man. Guys like to feel needed. And if you letting a brother know you don't need him, then he ain't got no place for you. You did?
He laid it out.
So I mean,
I hear this conversation coming up more and more today. So I guess this is just the conversation defining our era right now. But yeah, apparently, I don't want to say people are saying he's calling women masculine and this and that, but I mean the title is that he said we are raising up women to be men. Yeah. I don't know who we are, but I do see that trend. I do see what he's talking about. I see these tougher women that are acting more man-like and want those same kind of Experiences that men have. That's the best way I can say it. The same experiences that men have had.
Okay, well, I don't think that's it.
No.
I think what's happening is I think the ladies want a certain life, and if the guys can't provide it or don't provide it, then they're just doing it themselves. You know what I mean?
I don't even think
That's
it's
me.
a.
That's just what I'm thinking. They're
I
just
hear
doing
you.
it themselves. But what I think the problem, I think when we run into the problem is when they get
Yeah.
that guy who
Mm-hmm.
is willing to and who is able to do these things
That
and lead,
that
then
part.
they don't know how to at that point because they so used to doing it or taking the reins itself because of what
Preach.
past relationships and stuff like that. They don't know
Preach.
how to dial it back. And so
Preach.
then that's what we got. Then you running the you are actually running the good guy off
Uh-huh.
because at that point you just like, if you say, okay, well, can you change this light bulb? And if that light bulb don't get changed in 10 minutes, then you change
Right.
it yourself. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
And that guy say, okay, I was gonna get to it, but let me go use the bathroom first.
You know,
I'm just
an
saying,
exaggeration, yeah, but
yeah.
I mean, pretty much that. Yeah, I mean, I agree on that one. I agree on that part of it um,
And I think that's
where
what he's saying. You know what
yeah,
I
where
mean?
men could step in, they're like, nah, we don't want you to step in.
Or
You're
now I don't
taking
need you to step. Now I
right. I
want.
don't no need right. I don't need
Yeah.
you to step in. But it's like, hold up. I understand that we there's a whole lot of things happening today around the power of the individual and self empowerment and self esteem and confidence and all that is fine and dandy.
Mm.
But there's also a natural partnership that has been ingrained in us since I don't know, since the
Beginning of
beginning of
time.
time.
Yeah.
Right?
That
Since the
now that
beginning.
dynamic is changing. You know what I'm saying? And and
Yeah.
that's what he's saying. We're losing our families. We don't, we ain't mad because you can buy your car and buy your house and be independent and all that, but we losing our families. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're so hell bent on, I don't need you,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of how you don't need, you once you say that, once you let that come out
Yeah.
your mouth, it can
Yeah.
be a broad spectrum of, I don't need you for, all a guy here is I don't need you.
So you know what I think, you know, I'm gonna hear some women say, okay, so what are you saying? What just cause, you know, like okay, here, let me say this clearly. I could hear women responding and saying, oh, so just because a man is supposed to have certain responsibilities, I'm just supposed to let him try his best at that? What if he sucks at it? Or what if he's not the right one for it? Or so you're saying I'm supposed to just sit back and blah blah blah. I could hear that argument coming out, and I
Mhm.
think they miss the whole thing if they even go from that perspective. I think they missed the whole thing.
Right.
Because Vince, if I'm right, let me know what you think. I think we're just talking about the women that preach about this whole "I don't need a man," not the ones that are capable of just being in the strong, independent, and want a man and can allow a man to do things for them. We're talking about the ones that prevent men from doing things for them or prevent men from being in their lives, right?
I would think so. I'd like to definitely get our listeners involved on this because again, this is something nobody has the answer. However, if we get different perspective from different people, then who knows? By the time we get off tonight, we may have a better understanding of what, because we can, everybody kind of interpret what Bishop Jakes is saying, but everybody gonna leave with their own interpretation. But
Right.
I mean, I'm just not. I just don't know, man. What the lovely is saying. The
She
lovely is
said
saying. Go ahead,
you
BJ.
have you have to also understand a lot of women have grown up in fatherless homes and watched their mother and their grandmother hold down families alone. I mean, but was the mom and well, do you think Vince in that situation where she's talking about? Do you think the mom and grandmother were preaching that they don't need a man? Do you think that?
I don't think that they was preaching they don't need a man, but I think um let's say if the lovely watched her grandmother and her mother do it themselves, then of course she's going, that's what she knows, right? So she can only at that point, like, well, hell, I can only do what I know. And I don't think just them necessarily it coming out their mouths, but if
Yeah.
she's somebody who watched that, she could possibly just live that without even, when she did meet a guy, you know what I'm saying? Just be like, well, I'm just used to doing it on my own, so this is what it is. You know what I mean? But you don't have to say it for a guy to see, well, hell, you don't need me. You don't have to, you understand what I'm saying? You don't have to say,
Yeah.
I don't need you for a guy to realize,
There's a certain
hell, I'm not needed.
bravado, certain
Yeah.
way you can carry yourself where you just don't allow him to step in
Need or
and be a
anything. You
man,
just
to
making
lead.
all
Yeah.
the decisions before, you don't even consult with him. But anyway, so what Tiff say?
She said, me and my husband had this very conversation on the way to Houston about our oldest daughter. She asked she asked off the cuff where you see yourself in 5 years or 10 years. And most young men living a day to day, and she keeps it pushing. Wait. She asked off the cuff where you see yourself in 5 or 10 years. And most young men are living day to day. Oh,
Right.
okay.
So she sounds like she's saying her daughter has a plan, and
Right.
the guys she's meeting are just kind of still, living
Yeah.
off the cuff, just flying along. And I mean, in that situation, yeah, definitely she can't sit around and wait on the guy to figure it out. She got to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when she meet that guy, though, Tip, that's my thing. When she does finally meet that guy, and then this guy's got it going on. He's superb.
Yeah.
He's a leader. He's doing his thing. Will she be able to? Okay, yeah. Let me let this king do what he do. You know what I mean? And let me roll beside him. You know what I'm saying? Or is she still going? If she's so used to doing the things her way, will she be able? I'm not saying take a back seat, but will she be able to just kind of fall back just a little bit and let him see if he can make things happen?
Do you think this will naturally balance itself out?
You would hope so, right? You would hope so. I don't know. That's kind of what Bishop Jakes is saying. It's not balancing itself out. You know what I mean?
Because I think there's a time, right? And obviously this is the comparison. When they say fatherless homes, obviously they're saying, okay, well, there was a time when there were more fathers in the house. Okay, so obviously something happened, and let's just say our culture, our section of America, our race, let's just say something happened that prevented or took a lot of fathers out of homes. And so then let's say this happens where you got a lot of independent, you don't need a man mindsets. And so, but then you also got this surgence now of entrepreneurs and young men actually trying to sway it back in the other direction. So do you think it's going to balance itself out, or what do you?
I think if it's everything comes back around.
Yeah.
So I think eventually we're going through a rough spot right now, but eventually it'll come back around to probably what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Let's keep talking about these women.
I'm saying. So what the lovely says, they're also teaching women that climbing the corporate ladder is
Maurice. Maybe maybe
more
that's
successful than
Yeah.
raising a family.
Let's say that more successful. Okay.
Yeah. And Sammy says, BJ.
Wait. When are they teaching this? Where are they? I just want to ask the lovely so that she can respond. Where are they teaching that climbing the corporate ladder is more successful than raising a family?
Maybe she's saying society.
Like financially, like
yeah.
facing money.
I mean, okay. I guess, yeah.
Sammy said, if a woman has a mate that is showing and proving true leadership in the home, let him lead. Stand by him, support him, love him. Don't belittle him or look down on him if he fails sometimes. lift him up even in failure, and I promise you that real man will make things happen in the household. That's a trust fall.
Sound like Martin Luther Farrakhan.
Whew. Man, add X to
That's
the end
my
of that.
dog.
Martin Luther Farrakhan X. All right.
My sister said, Vince, you absolutely right. That's my little
Support.
sister, boy. God doggone.
Support. Vicky said, no. So many women are having to be the male and female because so many men aren't stepping up to the plate. Ooh. Ow. Ah. Ooh. That stings.
Yeah.
Uh,
So many women had to be the male and the female, she said.
I don't know about that. That stings. But I mean, I see where she's coming from. Tiffany said she knows how to follow as she has examples with us.
So that's what she's saying that her baby. I mean, if
Oh, her
she,
daughter.
yeah, if she, I guess if that guy comes along, she knows how to fall back. You know what I mean? And that's cool. That's cool. Because I'm gonna tell you, man, real guys, they're not gonna battle for that position. They're not gonna battle for that position.
No,
I
they're just gonna
mean,
step down.
they're gonna step down, let you have it, man. They're not gonna battle for that position. Now, the guys that but you do have some guys who will let you have that role. And those are your guys who don't mind being taken care of. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Those are the guys who
Why you gotta
don't
say it like
mind.
that?
Huh?
Why you gotta say it like that?
Yeah, I mean, because
I
that's
guess
what
it's
it
true
is.
for them. It's true for them. Okay.
Yeah, those guys. I mean, and if if you're not one of those guys, you're not gonna comprehend to this. But you
Yeah,
have those
because
guys
I
who
was
will.
like, what?
Yeah, you have those guys that will let their ladies lead, man, and just fall back and hey, let them do what they do. But
And to be fair, maybe I just haven't met the right one, but I feel like the only woman I could trust to lead is my mom. And I just, this is me. That's me.
I mean, I mean, and then once you get a certain age, you don't even allow your mom to lead. You know what I mean?
No.
You take that role over.
Yeah.
Um,
It's kind of I feel like we're having this conversation because are we saying that it's just easier for women to take a natural role on the back seat because men aren't going to give up power? Is that what we're saying?
No, I don't think. I mean, we're not saying that, man. But we're
I
saying
don't want to.
men are natural born leaders, man. I mean, you know, you are bred to lead, but every man's not a leader. I agree with that. Every man's not a leader.
Are we saying, hey, woman, give the man a shot to lead before you just take the lead? Like, what are we saying? What are we?
I actually don't think, and then you have to ask the ladies, man. But I don't think most ladies want to lead. They don't want the responsibility. Maybe they do, but I would say most ladies, I don't know what the percentage is. You could just ask our ladies on the show, who wants to lead. I would think most would like, no, I don't even want the responsibility. I
I'm glad you're
yearn for
saying
it,
that.
bro. I yearn for the responsibility. Do
Me
you
too.
hear me?
Yeah.
I want it, man. Put it all on my back,
Put
baby.
it on me. Look. Oh man, I'm glad you said that because any woman I come across that really does yearn for that responsibility has had negative experiences with men being in control.
Yeah. But you know what's funny is those guys who will let them lead and fall back, they really don't want them.
No.
They really don't want them because they're not men. They're not real men. And
Yeah.
most ladies this in that position that's straight leaders, man, or straight can go get it. They want real guys. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just one of them things. So what Bodine said, man, let's keep everybody involved.
Odin, if you have a woman that wants something done and it always takes the guy a week or two to do something, then I think some women step up to the plate at this point. Men need to step up. She said at this point, men need to step up. all men are not lazy.
I totally agree. I mean, it shouldn't take, weeks, man. Depending on circumstance, the amount of money that it costs. A lot of time, it's a decision that need to be made if it's money involved. You know what I mean? Versus you got to prioritize certain things, and a lot of ladies and men run into that problem. Well, listen, we need to get the car fixed before we get a new addition added to the house. I'm just using an example. And lady may be like, I don't want this addition added to the house. Well, somebody has to make that decision. Okay, what are we gonna do first when you don't have the money to do both? Let's do this now, and then we'll do that later.
Yeah, and I've always taken that approach right there of staring it where it's like, okay, hold on, let's look at this.
Yeah.
All right, I know we want to do this,
Yeah.
but hey, let's get this done. Here's the plan. Let's you're at this position in your career or job. Hey, let's I do this, you do this, and let's make some things happen. But I'm definitely not about to just go straight into that and put us in a bad situation.
Exactly. But then if you turn around in the next 2 days and she went over your head and done it anyway, then you're not needed. I mean, she doesn't value what you're saying, so you might well kick rocks. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I had this one experience, and I think I told you before. You know what OnlyFans is, right?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a hustle for women today. It's for the independent woman, shall I say?
Okay.
And I had the foolish idea. It's it's like I was with my ex. I was like, hey, if you wanted to, I'm not saying. I'm just saying if you wanted to, I would be okay if you want to get some money this way, and we like do it, together. I help you out, work on it. And so like you're saying, it was like, nah, it was brushed off or whatever. But then without me, try doing it anyways. And so I'm like,
explain to me real quick. Explain to me exactly, because I've heard of that, but I really don't know what it is. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right.
So it doesn't involve what it involves.
It involves selling images, selling content, videos, photos for money. Okay. And you could go as far or as small as you want, but essentially, you're putting your if you're a model, especially, you're putting your best photos behind that paywall.
Okay, so you may have on a thong and turn to the back, stuff like that, right?
Stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. What does the back of the photo look like?
Gotcha. First of all, I would never have that conversation with my lady. That would never be an option. Ever.
Different
I
generation.
don't give a damn. I get it. I respect that. Different generation. Yeah. But and that's the point. Different generation. That conversation would never come up betwixt me and my lady. Never come up that, hey, maybe you can do this and this and this. Nah.
Oh, I get it. Instead of saying maybe, you'd be like, all right, this is what we're doing.
that wouldn't even, that right there wouldn't even be up for discussion. Real talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, I get it. Let me get it. You know what I'm saying? Let me make something. Hell no, you ain't doing that.
I mean, maybe though, because at that time, when you were born in that era, it came out of a need of like desperation. But today, it's like when they're making millions, everybody's like, you know what? Hey, babe, you wanna you wanna create this account real quick?
BJ, you be down with the indecent proposal deal. You seen the indecent proposal, right?
No.
Okay, it's an old movie, man, where the guy offered the guy $1 million to sleep with it for one night with his gal. And he, first he struggled with it, but this girl was like, that really would get us out of this bind. And he was like, yeah, this and that and this and that. So anyway, they ended up agreeing that, okay, this millionaire could have one night with my lady for $1 million. And it was supposed to just be that one night. Just that one night.
I already know.
Now listen, he talking about a rich dude This dude worth billions of dollars, got his own jet, this and that. And he just was like, hey, man, I give you $1 million, man, for one night with your lady. Y'all think about it, talk about it, let me know. The dude agreed on it, man. He got with his lady, blew her back out, wined her and dined her. And, of course, she go back home. He want to know, how did he do this? How did that happen?
Yeah.
And then that was it. Anyway, man, you gotta watch it. But that's just
Okay.
crazy. But you crazy. You crazy. The Lovely says, society, a lot of young women today do not want to have children because they want to focus on their career, which is successful to them. She's saying that's where a lot of women are now. So Vicky says, yes, she will be able to transition in time. He just has to be patient. It's not a mindset, is just the way it is, the way it's been. And believe me, a woman really does want a man to lead. Okay. So then Vasha said the younger generation is confused.
Giving us hope.
Because it's all about what that person can do for them. She said herself don't want that responsibility. Again, another lady saying she don't want the responsibility. Tiff said she don't want the responsibility and glad her step up into the role. We got 3 of them said they don't want the responsibility of leading.
I like that she specifically said he stepped into his role, not that he necessarily was there when she was, first, started interacting with him.
Right.
I like she said he stepped into it. So.
Stepped into his role and handled his business. Sam said he believed most women want a man's man. I agree. Women want the leadership, strengths, power, stability, and so many other positive attributes from a great man. Real men wear many hats as the head of the household. You got that right, buddy.
Many hats.
Says,
and that's real quick before we can't dance off of that. The many hats thing is the most important part here. Leader or not, even if that man is a beta male, chances are there's a high chance he's gonna wear majority of those hats in that household. He's gonna be the guy to do stuff with the car, do stuff with the lawn, do stuff with with bills, do stuff with this, do stuff with that. Like, I mean, it's just naturally how men are motivated.
You know what? I beg to differ.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
Men do the protecting and providing for the most part. They protect, they make sure everything's taken care of, and they protect the house from harm. But women, man, they run the show. I mean, they most of the time they the number one thing with the kids. You know what I mean? They make sure the house is in order. If the dude working so much, he forget about this bill or that bill. She 9 times out of 10 she may remind him. I mean, she does the cooking most of the time. She does the cleaning.
Reminding him to pay a bill ain't a hat.
Man, that's a major hat, man. Because if you got a cat that's moving in a lot of different directions, man, he's not gonna be able to keep up with a lot of things unless he got a secretary. That woman plays as a secretary for a lot of cats, man.
I take my words back. Okay.
For a lot of cats. Yeah. I mean, the cooking, most of the time the lady does the cooking. The cleaning, most of the time the lady does the cleaning. The running around with the kids, because most of the time the guys are so busy putting in work. These real cats getting their grind on, man. That lady she's a Uber driver. You know what I mean?
But, I hear you.
Yeah.
But naturally, what you're saying is most of those hats that she wears, because they both wear many hats.
Right.
Most of those hats that she wears are supporting roles, whereas most of the hats he's wearing are leading roles. Like you said, protecting and providing. It's usually correlates with him going out, getting it, come back with it, and her taking care of what's got. And maintaining what they got.
All of that. Supporting roles is major though, man. You doing the shopping, you doing the cleaning, you going to the grocery store, you buying school clothes for the kids, you planning birthday parties, you know what I'm saying? You supervising sleepovers. I mean, the list goes on and on for these ladies, man. So I mean, I take my hat off to them. You know what I mean? They go get it like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at the end of the day, when the muscle got to come in, when the kids get to climb acting up, when they get too big, and some tough decisions has to be made.
I'm not gonna be the bad guy. She's gonna be the. I'm not doing it.
I mean, most of the guys are the more understanding guys, but they know what's right, and they know when somebody get a little out of hand. You know, hey, look here, man. You know, you can't be doing so and so, so and so. Most of the time, you know, they kind of just look over mom. She does a lot of hollering, a lot of, you know, but you know, the kids be like, yeah, it's just mom. You know, but when dad walks in, you know what I mean? It's a whole different. Hey, look at man. This here come dad. Damn. You know, but it's
That ain't gonna be me.
you never say
That's
never.
not gonna be.
Never
Not
say
gonna be
never.
me.
Never say never.
No.
If that don't, I'm gonna tell you this: if that don't be you, and you have a son, you're gonna be about, let's say, 51, 50 years old, and you're gonna find yourself up against the wall with his hand around your neck.
No, I can't be that either. I can't.
I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna be either one of the two. If you don't step out, if you don't step up in the beginning and solidify your dominance,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you gonna have to be that monster in the house at some point. You're gonna have to be, partner.
Yeah,
You ain't gonna always be. You can't be your kid's friend, man.
Yeah, because friends see each other eye to eye, and it's too easy to put a friend up against the wall and say, "Hey, stop playing with me." You know,
stop playing me.
you do that to a friend, and you two will
stop.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't be your child's friend, bro.
No.
You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to make them big time tough decisions. And look here, man. You know, this teacher called me one more time, I'm gonna bust your ass, man. I'm telling you right now. And when it happens that one more time,
I can't.
Look, when it happens that one more time, you can't be like, I told you, I'm gonna give you one more time. You gotta bust that ass, man.
Look, Vince, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna walk out the room with one tear.
Man, please, whatever.
Look, I'm gonna be like, hey, let me hear one more time about your teacher. You know, guys, blah blah blah. You doing this and that. I'm gonna walk out the door. You know, close the door some force, and I'm gonna just stand there for a second and just listen. Just be like, is he okay?
Man, you in for the uphill battle, bro. You better come on with it.
Look, I'm gonna fight everything to not go back in and be like, hey, you want to go, go get some ice cream or something?
Well, you crazy, man.
Oh man.
What pizza, man?
Wait
a minute, did we skip somebody?
Yeah.
Tiff, man. What Tiff say? She about your OnlyFans, dog.
Nah, we don't skip the OnlyFans, but she did say they met in 11th grade, so that makes sense. Yeah, I get why she's doing the crying laughing emoji. He definitely probably at that age definitely was not stepping into any role, but he stepped into it in good times. I see.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Stampede with the paragraph. He said, I feel conflicted about that one. I always came from the point of view of my daughters. I've always heard that this is the kind of language that has kept women in subservient roles. Of course, he doesn't want that for his daughter. He continues to say, even the narrative that Eve was the cause of Adam getting kicked out of the Garden of Eden is propaganda against women. I can see what T.D. Jakes was saying, but it took my breath away hearing it in this modern climate.
That's damn sure what Jake said too, man.
Yeah, he did say that. He said when the man ate from the woman's hand. Yeah, that part had me going like, okay, TD, you're a little traditional there, huh? TD stands for traditional. Okay, I gotcha. Ooh, man.
Pete, I don't even know if we won't read that, man.
That's what. Oh, yeah, I'm not reading that.
I don't. These boys will test your gangster.
Man. I hope not. But I already know. The Lovely said the woman's job is to make his life easier. Right. I like that.
Great way of putting
Who said the head and the neck thing? Where was that? Oh, Tiff said the man is the head and we are the neck. She laughed at that. I like that analogy though.
It is. Tiff said the man is the head and the woman is the neck. Yeah, and if you lose that neck, the head gonna fall every time. Right? If you can't hold that head up with that neck, that head gonna fall.
Tiff said it's always one child that'll check your gangster. Tiffany.
Yeah.
Dang. Always one, huh?
For the most part, always one. Yeah.
Stampede said, Tiffany, that's awesome that y'all have been together that long. Congratulations. She said how long they were together? I didn't even see that.
She says since the 11th grade.
Oh, I mean, okay, I get it. So y'all, I don't want to just call people old, but I'm sure y'all.
I don't know how old she is, but I mean, I know she ain't in 11th grade no more.
Yeah. At least far from that. Yeah.
You're right.
Vicky said, I've been in both positions, and it feels a hell of a lot better having a real man, a leader, a protector, a provider. We win it. She said that combination, we're winning. Okay.
Ain't no one but win. All that good stuff going on.
Let's see. The Lovely says she makes your house a home. She turns your seed into a child. Oh, don't talk like that, The Lovely. Oh. She gives you reason to protect, provide, and participate. And she helps you to know that you are a man, saying everything men want to hear. You know she's had a whole lifetime to get this right? You know she's not some green behind the ears, you know, wet behind the ears, whatever that is. Yeah, that's y'all's terms. We don't have any terms like that. I'm over here trying to use your your words. It's a completely different time period. You got it all wrong. I said green behind the ears.
You said green behind the ears.
But y'all had something. What's the green one? Wet behind the ears, but green something.
It's just green. It's not behind the ear. You adding behind the ears. Yeah, just green.
just green. Yeah. Let's see. Bodine said, Bijan, you're acting like my grandma did. She would come back crying. Dang. Wait, she would whoop you and come back crying? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, sound like what he's saying.
BJ, you got to be a man, a beast sometimes with your kids. That crying is for the birds.
Yeah, you can't let them see you crying, man.
Don't cry in front of them.
I mean, no matter. I mean, of course you're gonna feel bad. You don't want to discipline your child, but I mean, it's necessary sometimes. I mean, and if you don't, man, they won't know that what they doing ain't cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then if you've been a crybaby about it, they gonna be like, man, this dude ain't, man, please. Like Tiff said, you got something to test your gangster dog to see if you really what you claim to be.
Uh-oh.
And if you ain't,
dang, I can't even imagine myself in that position. I almost want to make sure I marry a midget so that my kids are short and they ain't going. Is that wrong?
Everything you just said is wrong. Everything. Everything. The whole thing was wrong. Yeah.
Actually, a little person, not a midget, because I respect them, and there are some pretty little people out there. So, yeah.
Tiff said 32 years, 26 married. That's awesome.
Wow. Yeah, that is awesome. Mm-hmm. Wow. Jeez. I mean, that right there is like, is that getting more and more rare, right? Seeing people.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
The Lovely said the Honorable Farrakhan, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, a man doesn't know he's a man until he gets a woman because she will challenge your manhood. What does that mean?
Excuse me, I don't know. I saw that too when he said that, but I don't agree with that.
They were also talking about spaceships and UFOs.
Yeah, a man has to solidify himself as a man on his own first. If he can't take care of himself, he can't take care of nobody else. So yeah, I'm sorry. I respect, the Honorable Minister Farrakhan, but yeah, you don't have to. You're gonna know you're a man way before you meet a lady. You got to be able to. You got to be an individual first. before you can go in and try to lead anybody. You got to be able to lead yourself. So once you lead yourself and take care of yourself, you're a man. There's no rocket science to being a man. You know what I mean?
Well, apparently, I can't let you get off on that one. Apparently, you told me that there is a science to being an adult. You said
there is a science. I mean, yeah, you until you taking care of yourself, you're not an adult.
What about being a man? Is that the same thing?
It's the same thing. Until you take care of yourself, you still you're a boy in a man's body.
So this thing, being an adult or being a man, same thing. You're saying if you don't pay bills, you can't be either. That's what you told me specifically. You said that's the formula. If you don't pay bills, you
saying pay bills specifically. Until you're taking care of yourself, which entails paying bills. Yeah, I said it. You know, like I'm backing up from it. Until you taking care of yourself, which involves paying your own bills, your light, your water, your way of living, you're feeding yourself. When the light bill comes, it's in your name. When the water bill comes, it's in your name. When the rent comes, it's in your name. Yeah. Until you are doing that, not able to do that, because you got a lot of guys that's able to do it and they're just not doing
but aren't doing it. Yeah.
But just not doing it for whatever reason. You know, maybe they feel like something else is more important. I don't know. But until you're doing it, yeah, you can't, just because you're over 21 don't make you a man.
So you think what that means? They paused their manhood. Let's say they were paying bills and then they stopped paying bills and they got into a little situation with a sugar mama. So for that brief period of time, they paused their adulthood.
I think they ran into a land of comfortability, and now they're comfortable. Ooh, and that always feels much better than being uncomfortable.
Silky smooth.
When you're comfortable, you get up, you ain't got to worry about nothing. I know I'm going to go home from work. I'm going to be in the AC. When you're uncomfortable, you got to make things happen yourself. And a lot of guys don't want to step out and do that. And until you step out and do that, then you a boy in a man's body.
I hear you.
Just is what it is.
I agree with some parts. So Stampede leading the charge. Apparently he liked what we were saying about the man being the head and the woman being the neck, because he followed up and said, I like to get neck. Of course. Of course. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic. All right, let's see. When are y'all gonna bring Bodine back as a guest host? I mean, hey, whenever.
They asked for Bodine. We'll have to get Bodine in.
y'all ask and y'all shall receive. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's up to him at this point, because now we're just ready and waiting. So if he says he wants to be on the next one, he's probably gonna be on the next one. So
yeah, if y'all want Bodine, we can get Bodine.
That's it. Vicky said, BJ, it's a real man that has his own. It's simple. Yeah. I agree to a degree.
This guy here, man. Yeah, and if y'all hadn't saw also a part of that sermon, Bishop Jakes said real men pour in. Listen to it, man. It's powerful. If you hadn't heard it, all you got to do is go to YouTube, pull it up. And it's the same part of that sermon when he said real men pour in, man.
Now, what did you mean by that?
Well, it's actually, I mean, you just have to listen to it, man. Real men pour in. If you Google it, I mean, you put it on YouTube right now. We'll go out with it. It doesn't, it's cool if you can find a small little version of it. It's cool. I think he did a great job on this one, man.
Yeah, I think I just found one actually.
Yeah. Sammy said, yeah, get your money, get your computer, man. Stop talking about you get some money, you're gonna buy a computer. Just buy a computer. The lovely said, you are a man when you have the ability to take care of yourself and others if you choose to. Yeah. And that's what I said. A lot of men, they have the ability, so it's just not that simple. They have the ability, but just not doing it. So
So I mean, she said you're a man when you have the ability to. She didn't say you had to
but the
necessarily.
love is not a man.
Oh
Right?
man,
Yeah,
dang it!
she's not a man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that one got you, and that was the cheesiest joke I've ever made. So I'm about to play that video to close it out, but Stampede, I guess, last comment, Stampede. Huh?
Yeah, Stampede, we'll take it.
He said, "Did you see that a white bride enters wedding reception?" So there's a white bride entering a wedding reception, walking her black groom on a leash, to the song "Atomic Dog." I don't know that song, but sounds like it made the situation worse. They said it was a nod. Huh? What's up?
Go ahead.
No, they said it was a nod to the fact that she had finally gotten him after 6 years of dating. The family was enthusiastic when it was going on. Tennessee. How does that set the table for his marriage?
Man, that's awful, man. I hadn't saw that peak, but I'm gonna have to check that out. And Atomic Dog is you heard that, man. Atomic Dog. You never heard that?
Wait,
Bow
whoa!
wow
I
wow
thought
yippee yo yippee yay. Bow
that's
wow
what they say.
yippee yay.
I
That's
didn't
the
know they
song.
said Atomic Dog.
Yeah, it's Atomic Dog. Yeah.
Because I know the Snoop Dogg version. I didn't know the original Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
No. That's not Atomic Dog. No,
Yeah,
that's
I
Snoop
never knew the
Dogg name.
original.
It's Atomic Dog.
Wow.
That's not Snoop. I can't remember who is that. I can't remember who sings that, but that's that song. Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay. Bow wow
I did
yippee
not
yo
know
yippee
that.
yay.
I finally know what the original said. Jeez.
So he's saying that she walked him in on a leash. That is absolutely crazy, man. That is crazy that you allow yourself to be done like that. You
Yeah.
damn.
Also to do it in Tennessee, but hey. Tennessee.
I don't give a damn if you doing it. Let's move on. Let's play that, man. Bishop Jakes. We're gonna go out with Bishop Jakes. Hey, y'all, everybody, we appreciate you. Y'all come back on Wednesday, and we got some more things to talk about. What we want to talk about, this little video where they said, BJ, if you had a chance, not if you had a chance, or what would you do first? Would you cheat on your girl, or would you snitch on your boy?
Oh wow.
Would you cheat on your girl?
Guess I'm cheating.
Or
was I supposed to answer
on your
that?
boy? But hey, good answer. Anyway, that's what we're gonna talk about Wednesday. So we're gonna end it with Bishop Jakes. A real man pours in.
He gave us one commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. If I put up with you, if I'm patient with you, you ought to reflect that patience in the people you love. He gave us one command.
Was that it?
I don't think that was it.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
yeah.
I mean, hey, imagine after that he says, "Real men pour in," and you got the message.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to check it out, just go check it out. It's powerful, man. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it's about an hour long. If you go type in "Real Man Pour In" on YouTube, it's like 57 minutes. It's the first video, over 500,000 views, so can't miss it.
Yeah, can't miss it. Hey, y'all have a great Tuesday. Be safe, be careful. And Atomic Dog is by George Clinton. Check it out. And hey man, stay hydrated. Make sure everybody stay hydrated. Make sure, especially if you're outside, even if you're inside, stay hydrated. It's very important right now because it's so hot. And we'll get with y'all on Wednesday. Be careful. Take care. Peace.